All right, let's get growing. Day 23 of winter, year 1. Here we go. We had our skull caverns yesterday, last night, on our last stream, so this is our results. 300 iridium, 230 gold, 215 copper. We used the iron to make bombs on the fly, so we did not come home with a lot of iron, but we did come home with 3 prismatic shards and a few other odds and ends. And what's most important for this particular farm, more than 1 stack of stone. So that is enough to keep Robin busy making fish ponds for 15 days. So we don't actually need to do another skull cavern run, but once every 2 weeks or so. Hey Millie, welcome back in. Welcome back in. I was just going over our haul from the skull caverns. Not bad, not bad. A few prismatic shards, more than a full stack of stone. That's the important part for us. That's going to keep Robin busy for a couple weeks. I know it's another iridium day. We already saw that before we left for lunch. Oh, I can't even pick up the jade. How about that? So let's go ahead and clean this up, and then we'll get started. Yesterday, everything and everyone got neglected, so today we've got to catch right back up again and get back to our daily routine. Got some forage items. We got this strange doll, which is actually something that we were about to get another one of for free, but this one did come to us in the skull cavern, so I won't complain. I won't complain about not having to chase down something. Alright, and we do have a free pond right now. Robin had just finished one for us, so we will have to find which fish that we want to put in there. But for now, we ended up with 1 cheese extra. For now, let's just take care of our stuff, right? Let's just take care of our stuff. We ignored everything yesterday, and today we should kind of clean up after ourselves. I'll drink that coffee and we'll go do our chores. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. Oh, right, because we didn't do anything yesterday. So, Alan has been petted. Moose Shake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus have been petted. And then we've got an extra milk today. Even the milk would be a good food if we wanted to start just saving milk and not even making it into cheese. I would prefer the cheese. It's much nicer. All right. Pet all the coop animals. Chickadee has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Sir Eggs-a-Lot has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Lizard has been petted. And Nugget has been petted. All right. And we've got some eggs left over. I might eventually want to make more cheese presses and mayonnaise machines, just for when I do a skull cavern run and have a bit extra. Hey Ginger. Hey Ginger. I might bring them back closer to the microphone now that things have calmed down a little bit. I'm gonna grab them and I'll be right back. All right. Alright, they're into their afternoon nap mode, so they're being pretty quiet. I don't think they'll be that loud. But of course, Ginger could and will probably prove me wrong, as you well know. So let's check out our greenhouse and then we'll take care of our fish. I'm just going to leave that. Not really worth the time. Alright, we do have coffee. We have coffee ready to make. Hey, Wolfie. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Did you get dry? Did you dry off in the afternoon? Make more coffee. That coffee really helps out with our morning chores here. It has worn off at this point, but it did help. The blobfish wants 2 sea urchins, which I believe I have. The lava eel wants 1 iridium bar, which is not a problem. Not a problem at all. There's an empty pond. We do need to get back up to Robin's and get her back to work. On your way home. Nice, nice. I can go ahead and chop up this fish smoker. I just needed it for that very specific purpose of getting that raccoon quest done. Alright, and our peaches are going in there, although we should bring at least 1 up to Robin with us. We should bring at least 1 up to Robin with us. And we should start thinking about... See, I want to make more kegs, but the iron is really necessary for the bombs right now. So we have more than a stack, more than a full stack of iridium. Let's get some iridium going. I need iridium for them. For the lava eel. And what did I need for the other guys? For the blobfish, 2 sea urchins. Alright. I can get that. Pickles with that watermelon band on. That is so good. So good. Alright, so sea urchins. Let me see you sea urchins. Oh, that's... we don't have a lot of those. But it's enough. It's enough. Everyone look, fresh sea urchin. Alright, there's only 1 of them in there though, so the everyone look is a bit weird. And we'll get our, this is the familiar, the familiar routine. Get our stone and our seaweed and algae and head on up to Robin's. And then what I want to do today is I want to come back and make signs. Today I want to start organizing the fish farm. I do need to make sure that my list is up to date as far as what fish we have already thrown in the ponds, or otherwise this is going to get really hard. A fish asking for another fish. Yes, that's not the first time that's happened. There are some cannibal fish in here. I mean, most fish are. Most fish are. Oh, it's Tuesday. Wolfie with the 20 stream streak. Thank you, Wolfie. Thank you. Is that a picture of Rach? Is that... Is that a picture of mutton as an emote? It's Tuesday. Of course it's Tuesday. Of course it's Tuesday. Whoops, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. It was just a delivery. Just a delivery. Alright. Alright, so we want to go back to the farm, and I want to make some signs. And put signs on the fish ponds so that I can really be fully sure that I have not accidentally duplicated a fish. This is something I'm slightly paranoid about because, as you well know, I forget things, I make mistakes, I fail every day, and it's almost guaranteed that I am going to mess this up at some point. So I would like to get signs on these ponds so that I can see which fish are where. Oh, Ginger's doing the sleepy tweets. Alright, we've got some carrot seeds for the spring. And now let's have a glance. We've got 1,300 wood. Of course we've got more stone. I should probably just do the stone signs. We're gonna make so much, we're gonna have so much stone. Ooh, it's 25 per sign, though. Gonna ask if you plan on putting a sign on the ponds or not. Yes, it is time. It is time, Millie. I was avoiding it just because of the resource crunch. The signs, when you do 20 of them, 100 of them, that's actually a lot of materials. That's a lot of resources. But it is time. So I'm just gonna do the stone because that's what I have a lot of. The wood is something that I'm not spending a lot of time getting, but we're going to have lots of stone, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the stone signs. I'll go ahead and make 50 of them right now, and then we're good for a while. Oh, what? That's not where I wanted that to go. Excuse me, pickles. Excuse me, pickles. Stone looks best in my opinion, but then it's a waste of stone because you need it for the pond. Yes, but we are going to be going back. We're going to be doing a lot of skull caverns. I would rather spend my time in skull caverns getting 1,000 stone in a day than traveling all around the valley trying to find enough wood. That's just my thoughts on it at this point in time. I might feel differently later. But for now, we are ahead on our stone needs. We are ahead. So we should be okay. We should be okay. I do need to clean this up. We do need to decide which next fish to put in that next fish pond. We'll have a look here in a second. I want to start cleaning this up, because tomorrow we need Robin to start again, and so I need more room. Although I could go out the other direction, of course. But this has been kind of an eyesore this entire time. It would be nice to just get it cleaned up. And get ourselves started on a whole new section of the farm. Okay. Alright, lots of notifications for whatever reason. I don't know why that was. Maybe they got all saved up. My phone decided once there was a dozen of them, it would finally tell me. Alright, there we go. All clean, all ready for more fish ponds. Let's check on the silo and see how much hay we have available currently. Thankfully, both of these are deluxe, so they feed themselves. Oh, we're down to 25, so that was a good check. That was a good check. Let's actually get some more. I want to leave these a bit so that they can respawn in the spring. I don't want these to be completely denuded. I'd like a smattering to still be here so that it can fill right back in again and we can have a bunch of free hay. Looking good, looking good. Can the scythe hit these guys? They can. Ooh, some triple shot espresso. Will not complain about that. Alright, that should be a decent amount. That should be a decent amount of hay in the silo now. Alright, so one of the things I wanted to do, just because... Oh, I'm going to have to do this in the daylight, I think. No, I can kind of see it. Just because of how many fish ponds we're going to have, I think I'd rather they be just plain, so that I can see the signs more easily. Yes, okay, so we have to place a fish in it before we can change the appearance. Just notice that we never just talk in Whimsy's Discord. It's always just do your daily Wordle. I know, it's only when there's something very specific, right? We do the Wordle, and that's pretty much it. It is a little funny, but we talk every day some other way, you know? If we haven't talked in some other way, I feel like we've DM'd each other. Alright, we've got our iridium bars. I can't see it. Okay, there we go. So this one was 2. No. Got it in 3 today. Yeah. There's definitely some luck involved. Whoops. Okay, so this is 2. No, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, there we go. They're all plain now. They're all plain. There's definitely some luck involved. I mean, I use the same starting word every time to try to cover the most vowels and such. But there's definitely a super amount of luck involved. I start with stare, S-T-A-R-E, like staring at someone, because I feel like the S-T-R consonants, getting them out of the way to start with, and the A and the E, it really helps narrow down what's left on the keyboard for me. And if I get nothing, then I do found for my second word for the exact same reasons you use would. And that tends to be a good way to get it in 4 or 3 sometimes. But obviously it's not a guarantee. There's a lot of luck involved. I'll throw the signs in here. And some free triple shot espresso we got. ST's easy to narrow down because you use a lot of words that way. Okay, so you're using it later because if you have some free space from wood, then you can be almost certain there's an S or a T somewhere. That's interesting. That's interesting. We have 2 very different ways of going about it. And yet we both get it almost every day anyway. Yeah. All right. So I think what was it we still needed? All right. Well, it's too dark to really see this. What did we get? We got the spook fish. Did I cross that off? I did. the mutant carp, the blobfish, and the midnight squid. The midnight squid, the mutant carp, the blobfish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, good. Good, because we haven't put another fish in there yet. So I am all caught up, actually. Not bad, not bad. I'm all caught up. So let's see what other fish we want to put in here. Maybe a ghost fish. I bet that gives us something interesting. I'm at this point I'm looking for interesting. Oh, sturgeon. We haven't done sturgeon yet. Yeah, we haven't done sturgeon yet. Let's do that. We want that caviar. We want that caviar. All right. Mark sturgeon off. And tomorrow we can get Robin back on it. Tomorrow we can get Robin back on the job. And, I mean, we should probably do a tiny bit of iron farming before we fish until we pass out, right? We need those bombs. We need those bombs. We do have 100,000 gold. We're finally, hey Ginger, we're finally getting to that point. We're going to want to stop for a second and build some more preserve jars soon. As our fish pond empire gets bigger, we're going to want more preserve jars. Please tell me you are speech to text, Wolfie. I've just now realized you've been chatting with me this whole time and you've said you're on your way home from work. No texting and driving. Thankfully, the speech to text is getting better these days. We'll just do a little bit of iron farming. We're not going to get much, but every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. And we do want to make sure we get to the desert this Thursday for the magic rock candy. I want to be building that up at every possible chance so that after we get our mastery statues built, we can do super skull cavern runs. The ideal would be the extra luck from the Statue of Blessings and the extra ladders and shafts from the Dwarf King statue. That would be the ideal. It's pretty rare that you get that ideal combo, but even one or the other makes a big difference. So we're going to work on finishing out the skills. We don't have much more to do. We just have a little bit of foraging left and a little bit of combat left. We should be basically done by the end of winter. And then we can get those statues built. We can get our first level in the mastery, get our statues built, and then we can start really knocking out those skull cavern runs. Alright, I guess it's fish till we pass out time. That was not a very productive run, but I won't complain. I won't complain. We almost got 50 iron ore in just a couple hours. So we're just gonna fish till we pass out. The same old routine. We're just chilling. Had a nice walk outside during lunch break. Checked out the orchard. Things are looking good. I am going to need to do my pruning probably this week. It's just that we've got some crazy weather. It was room temperature here yesterday. It's very nice outside today. It's going to be back below freezing the next couple days. We're going to get some ice and snow possibly. And then it's going to be back up to 60, 70, and then back down to freezing again. It's going to be a very crazy couple of weeks here. Hello, Professor. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Wolfie is currently driving home from work. And I think he has stopped talking because I wanted to make sure he wasn't texting and driving. I was just concerned for his safety. So I'm sure we'll hear from him when he gets home. How's it growing, Professor? A little tired today, not too bad. Good. A little tired is okay, right? It's just more of an inconvenience, more of an annoyance, a little tired. It should mean you sleep pretty well tonight, yeah? Anytime I start the day a little tired, I sleep like a rock by the end of the day. I wish. Oh no. You already know you're not gonna sleep well tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Do not sleep well regardless. I'm sorry. I love sleep. Sleep is so good. That's a shame. Some chamomile tea, a nice warm blanket. Bad luck day today. We got some strawberry wine. That's going to be a lot of money. Yeah. I'm not saying that this is possible for you, but I did learn a long time ago to prioritize sleep and to learn your own needs. Everyone has different needs to get a good night's sleep. And it's very important to work with your blankets and your pillows and your nighttime routine to make sure that you're getting the best sleep possible. Hey, Ember. Hey, Ember. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? I have had a lovely day so far. On my lunch hour, I took a nice walk outside in the sun. It's a beautiful day outside here. And now I'm back with you fine folks. Looking forward to doing co-op stream with Shadow and that later, so that'll be nice. That will be nice. Oh, Ember's the one that recommended the custard creams. How about that? Found them on the 70p price. Oh my goodness. That's wonderful. Right, and the strawberry wine too. All right, let's, we'll drink a coffee and we'll do our morning chores. And we'll take care of the fish and we'll get up to Robin and get her started on it. We got another lingcod from this cat. We will get her started on the next fish pond here. Yesterday was Tuesday, so we did not get her started. Tumnus has been petted. Alan has been petted. Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Walks outside are healing for me, at least. We have a Stardew farm with me, Shadow, and Star Scout, plus Star Scout's boyfriend and another close friend. Oh my goodness. 5 people. So there's 5 of us causing chaos. Yeah. 5 people in one farm sounds like a lot. All right. Sir Exilot has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Lizard has been petted. cooperate quite well. Surprisingly, I don't know that that's surprising. Ribbits and Hen Solo have been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Quackers has been petted. And Sharptooth has been petted. And we'll sell this today. I'm looking to increase our income here. I would really like to start purchasing bombs instead of farming for them. That would save us a lot of time to spend on other things. Grab some more coffee and our daily peach, and then we'll go take care of the fish. Yes, Wolfie was driving. Good job, Wolfie. Feel like having lots of people for all the jobs would help run things very smoothly. I feel like it would, but at the same time, if you did separate duties, everybody wouldn't be leveling up everything, which is kind of necessary in this game. You know what I mean? You'd have some people leveling up farming a lot faster and other people leveling fishing a lot faster. And sadly enough, each person in this game, I think, has to kind of level everything. Joja picked us up last night, and the night before, and the night before that. Tomorrow is the Feast of the Winter Star. Oh, speaking of which, I did pass out last night, and I didn't adjust the counter. There we go. Oh, Wolfie, thank you. Well, I already did, but thank you. I'll move it back. Alright, we'll go ahead and get this row shed going. Excuse me. Legend Mutant Carp, Lava Eel Super Cucumber, Glacier Fish, Angler, Ice Pip, I guess. What else do we have? Midnight Carp, Sea Cucumber, why not? That should be enough. Think I'm gonna get a shower, do some laundry, then hop on Palia. Not like I ever hop on Palia. Yes, definitely get back to that. Definitely get back to that. I'm sure it's been forever since you played Palia. So you deserve it. Oh, I think maybe I didn't bring enough row in with me. I did not. A whole 6 hours. That's crazy. Did you play it at work? Were you playing Palia at work? Alright, so what else? Bullhead row and wood skip row. Yeah, why not? Oh, you went home on lunch. Oh, that's right. You said you have a very short drive. That's cool. That's very cool. You can go home and chill a bit. All right, Robin. Time to get back to work. I hope today isn't the festival and I just missed the letter. All right, Robin, let's go. I'm not addicted, you are. Yeah, hey, I've got, what am I going to say? I play 6 hours a day of Stardew Valley. You know, what am I going to say that's going to mean anything? Lumi, I have awoken from my slumber. Fantastic. I'm so glad you got some rest. Welcome back. Was it a good nap? Did you have a nice one? I hope it was so restful. It was nice. Fantastic. That's wonderful. I love hearing people get good rests. I think it's probably more of a selfish desire for sleep myself. I absolutely adore sleep. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Let's get this doll over to the museum, and while we're there, we can go dig up the other one. The one-handed claps. Yes, I saw the one-handed claps. Very impressive. It's like I couldn't even come close, I think. New reward. As soon as you reach 20, you have a newfound appreciation for sleep. I think especially after you have kids, and then if you've had multiples, that brings on yet another newfound appreciation for sleep. Hurts your hand when you do it. The pure force is crazy. That is crazy. Alright, what did we get? Oh, we got some triple shot espresso. I won't complain. Alright, I do want to go up here, although I think the one I find here is just another green one. I think the one in the desert is actually the one I want, the yellow one. Yeah, having little babies, that definitely brings on yet another... Yeah, this one's the green one. So let's head to the desert. We'll get the yellow one and get that out of the way. And then I had twins, and that was yet another level of appreciation that I did not know I could feel. So here's a PSA. When baby sleeps, you sleep. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's not lazy. You have to get your rest. 18 with insomnia, want nothing more but to easily be able to sleep. I'm not saying it's ever easy for anyone. Hey, you two. Fred's throwing a little mini fit over here because Ginger's on the one food bowl that she wants. I don't need anything from there. Hand hurts immediately. Okay, I've got to give this a try. I can't promise I'll film it for science, but I gotta try it. Where was it? It was over here. It was this corner. No, come on. There we go. There's the yellow one. For science. Yes, Fred. She is on one of the 4 food bowls. She does need to eat. Alright, let's go turn that into the museum. Wi-Fi's being funky. Think I've missed a couple messages. I'm honestly not sure how you would fix that. Maybe if you reload the whole stream, the chat might reload with everything that was said. Because I know when you load into a stream, you do see some of the previous chats. So if you just reload, that might work. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. Yeah. Oh, I love the little head bobs. Yep, birdie birdie. Cute little burbs. Cute little burbs. I love their little head bobs when they do that. It's so cute. Alright, I guess we're just back to guess we're just back to iron farming. Right, we did get Robin on that next one, yeah. So we're just back to iron farming. Reloaded. Yep, Wi-Fi's not brilliant. Just decides to exclude me from the conversation sometimes. Did it load? Did it load the other chat messages though when you came back in? Miss my budgies. Had 2 for years. They were very lovely. Yes, I have 2. Fred and Ginger. Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. If you're old enough to if you're old enough to know. And they can be a bit much. Usually it's just Ginger that's being a bit much. Yes, I grew up watching Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers sing and dance. So when I got these budgies a few years ago, that was where I went with it. That was where I went with it because they sing and dance. Sky, Safi, and Bluey over the years. Guess they were all blue budgies, I'm gonna guess. Fred is white, and Ginger is the classic green and yellow Australian budgie. And they are right here. Shadow did these for us. This is Ginger and Fred's favorite positions. Ginger yelling and Fred napping. And then Millie did both of them together 2 separate times. Millie did this one, and actually I haven't made the other one onto the Twitch yet. Yes, there's photos in my Furry and Feathered Friends channel on my Discord. The link to the Discord is down below in the About section. And obviously you're welcome to come in. You're welcome to lurk if you would like to participate. I'd appreciate it if you would read the rules and then post a short intro with the secret passphrase. But you're welcome to lurk. You're welcome to just come and look around. I know we're all members of all kinds of Discords, and it can be a bit much. Grandma used to have a cockatoo, and she was loud. She would say pretty girl because that's what Grandma would call her. I've heard that one a lot, yeah. But yeah, if you go in there to the Furry and Feathered Friends channel, and you're going to have to scroll up a good ways. We've had some other... we do get a lot of animals in there. I love the animals. And if it is something you're interested in, we also have a Creepy Crawly Friends section, which is in a whole different category, just to make sure no one accidentally clicks on it. If you like insects and such, then we've got that Creepy Crawly Friends section as well. Yes, no worries, no worries. Everyone's welcome to join. I just ask that you be chill, that's all. We're just looking for a place to hang out. So we like to keep it chill. But again, if you just want to lurk, 100% fine. No requirement to participate. There's no, well, there is 1 iron at least. Might as well stick around. Yes. I have no worries about you, Ember. No worries whatsoever. 4:10 p.m. Plenty of time left. Plenty of time left for some iron farming. Oof, that is a small stack of iron. But that's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep rinsing and repeating floor 40 to farm up this iron. We're not quite rich enough yet where we can start buying bombs left and right. I love to buy whole stacks of bombs from the dwarf, but this is still year 1, and we haven't really done a ton of farming, so we're not super duper rich yet. We will get there. We will get there. But it'll be a little bit slower than last time. We are making decent money with the fish ponds. It's just not a ton. It's not going to be a lot. It's going to take us a little bit more time per day than farming did. Although I will say the farming, we farmed until we passed out 4 days a month just to get all the planting done. So we're not at least having to do that anymore. It's nice to have been done with that one. Now we can get our chores done pretty quickly in the morning. And we just have that shed full of preserve jars. Eventually we will get that up to a big shed full of 137 preserve jars. But for now it's just a couple dozen. And that's doing us pretty well. That's bringing us in, I want to estimate around 60 to 70,000 gold a week. I could be a little bit high. It might be more like 50 to 60,000 a week. Speaking of which, we are going to need to go back to the farm to fish until we pass out because I forgot to reload the kegs. We took strawberry wine out of there this morning, and I'm just now remembering that I didn't put anything back in. So that's fine. That doesn't change our schedule at all. We'll still farm iron ore until maybe 10 or 11, and then we'll head back and we'll fish until we pass out at the farm. Hey, Fred. At some point, we are going to want to start farming combat. I would only like to do that after I've gotten completely ready for another Skull Caverns run. Welcome in, Ember. Welcome in. The contract may seem a little strict. That's fine. I want people to take it seriously. Alright, we've got a little bit of time left. I've got 137 iron ore. It's not bad. It's not great either. We're just going to keep doing it. Hey, Shadow. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Hey, Ginger. It is funny, Ember, that the birds, I think, have more followers than I do. That is everyone's questions, is just about the birds. It's a good time. They're very cute little birds. They're being very quiet right now. They've played themselves out, and they're kind of into afternoon nap mode at this point. They are very cute. They're very cute little birds. I think I even posted one of them after they take their bath. When they're soaking wet, they look so miserable. And yet still cute. Got woken up by an ad in Sam's stream. Now back here. Aww. Sorry about that. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Oh, whoops, we need to leave first. Well, of course, as you well know, you are welcome to go right back to sleep. You are 100% welcome to just immediately take a nap. One of these days, I will start manufacturing ID cards if you purchase a blessing to nap for you to keep on your person at all times. Just in case anyone were to question why it is you're napping at this given moment and place, you can show them the ID card and they can be assured that you have the full blessing to nap no matter where you are. Alright, time to head back to the house. I'd buy one, yeah. So would I. Put it on a little lanyard and drape it around my neck when I go to sleep on the train or something. Every once in a while, we'll get together and we'll take a train down to DC and check out all the museums during the summer. We'll walk around Washington, DC, check out the art museums. Yes, in my own space, I am a benevolent dictator. I really do respect everyone's opinions, but in the end, it is my space, and I get to choose how it's run. So that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. I mean, it's just wonderful to hang out with all these good folks, and I want it to stay that way, you know? What did we bring home? What did we bring home? Another one of these strange dolls. Even though we already turned one into the museum, it's still question mark, question mark, question mark. That's interesting. Oh, we got goggles. Okay, guys, I think the goggles is it. We've got our ocean shirt, we've got our goggles, we've got our green pants and our purple shoes. I think we have found our outfit. This is the fisherman's outfit. Yeah, I really appreciate when the spaces I'm a guest in seem to be good at removing the people who kill the vibe, like knowing I can relax somewhere. That's exactly what I'm talking about, yes. That is indeed exactly what I'm talking about. You've reached your ultimate form. Check it out. Oh man, they are obtrusive goggles. They're humongous and I love it. It's so silly. It is so silly and I absolutely love it. All right. Get everything put away and then we'll go ahead and fish till we pass out. And today's Wednesday. Tomorrow we should go ahead and go get some more magic rock candy. So you know what I'll do? I'll just go ahead and put these puppies in my inventory to remind us. And then there's absolutely no way that we could possibly forget. Absolutely no way that we could possibly forget to go to the desert when we have a bunch of prismatic shards in our inventory, right? Right. It won't surprise me one little bit if I forget. Won't surprise me one little bit. We pass out fishing and then realize I had prismatic shards in my inventory the entire time. But the intention is there, and that's what matters. Can't lie, I forget all the time. Yep, you and me both. You and me both. Absolutely all the time. Alright, I do need to eat something. 65 from an albacore, 65 from a halibut does not matter, I don't think. Yes, I've been joking. I mean, I'm not really joking. At some point, I would like to go back through my footage and just make a supercut of all of the times where I'm turning around at the bus stop because I forgot something in a chest at the farm. It happens very frequently. Actually, I think it was this challenge on day 5 or whatever, maybe day 7 of this challenge, when it was time to go into the mines for the first time. Got all prepared to go to the mines. It's the first time we get to go to the mines. Get into the mines, get it down to level 1, go down the ladder, and realize that I have forgotten my pickaxe. So we fished until we passed out instead. And we went to the mines the next day. That's just how it goes. I have yet to reset a day. I've been playing Stardew Valley for a year. I've got about 700 hours in, and I have yet to reset a day once. I would like to keep it that way. But for instance, in this challenge, oh, we've got a witch. Oh no. I hope they keep their name. Does it change the chicken or does it change the egg? This is an existential question. I've reset far too many days, to be honest, but that's mainly what I've been doing. Community Center year 1 runs. Oh yeah, so you're going for like a very tight schedule there. For me, like for this, I think it changes the egg. Yeah, I think you're right. So I'll just make mayonnaise with it immediately. Honestly, I know we're going to need it. Can't remember how to witch fly over the other day. Nothing seemed to change. Did you by chance have a dark statue in your in your coop? Because I know you can buy a statue from, or the recipe for a statue from Krobus, and put it in your coop, which prevents the witch from doing it. But yeah, like for this run, if I would have accidentally sold a legendary fish, absolutely, we'd be resetting. And if I didn't get a chance to reset, that would have to reset the run, because the run would be bricked. But so far, I have yet to reset a day. I just don't care that much. I don't do any speed running. I did, in fact, forget to put the stuff back in the kegs. Let's do that right now. Let's do that right now before I forget again. Sounds like a good plan. Oh my gosh. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want that. So the bachelor pad can't have any decorations. So that's a thing. The bachelor pad cannot have any decorations, because it gets in the way of harvesting the kegs. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. I'll do the milk, I'll do the cheese before I pet, right? Tumnus, Mulady and Mooshake, and Alan have all been petted. Sounds like a bachelor pad, exactly. It's just a bed, a TV, and a bunch of kegs brewing wine. That is most definitely a bachelor pad, yes. And yes, it did. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's do it. Might as well, right? Let's just get a void chicken, and then we've got everything in here. Quackers has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Sir Exilot has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. And Nugget has been petted. And we are out of here. Alright, now let's check on the greenhouse, and then we'll take care of our fish. And then I guess we head to the desert, and we can fish for the scorpion carp while we're there. that is one more fish that we have not yet caught. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Fred. No, don't eat the strawberry. Yes, if there ever was a bachelor pad, it's a bed, a TV, and a bunch of kegs brewing wine, that's for sure. And now we've learned that we even can't have paintings on the wall because it gets in the way of the kegs. That's commitment. That's full commitment. Still so sleepy. Well, by all means, you can close your eyes. The Feast of the Winter Star has begun. Slowly but surely turning this into ancient fruit. This will be all ancient fruit soon enough. I'm assuming this is directed at Lumi. Lumi, whether you're on the couch, on a chair, at the table, on a bus, on a train, or at your desk at work, you have my blessing to nap. Oh, we've got our first squid ink. The sea cucumbers want 2 clams. That we can do. It does work. It does work. All right. Good night, Lumi. Lumi is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Lumi. We love you. Hey, Fred. All right, the Feast of the Winter Star has begun, so we are going to want to do that. We need 2 clams. I believe it was the sea cucumbers over here. Thank you. This clam will keep us healthy. Nice, nice. Good job. Yeah, so we are doing pretty well. We've got a decent number of max 10 already. The eel will be maxed soon. Yeah, we've got all of our legendary fish in. Going very well. Oh, the dark-eyed juncos are back. They're these tiny little birds. They're hopping all around on the hill outside. Oh, that means we're going to have to, we might have to warp to the desert. Harvey picked us up last night, and we got a sashimi from Linus. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? I'm just going to eat it now. That's delish. Oh no, Pam is here for the bus. It is... It's Thursday. I'm carrying prismatic shards. Right. Absolutely. I completely did not forget. Definitely did not forget that that's why I was going to the desert. So we're just banking these up for right now, though. Oh, that's right. You can only buy one at a time. Yeah. But we're just banking those up for right now. We'll have a quick go at trying to catch a scorpion carp here. Definitely didn't forget either, promise. Yes, we both remembered entirely. There was no hesitation. We knew exactly what we were doing, right? To be fair, I found myself at the bus stop wanting to go to the desert, but not remembering why. I was just thinking I'm coming here to try to catch a scorpion carp real quick before the feast. So locked in, absolutely. No hesitation. completely locked in. No, I do want to try to catch a scorpion carp before we go back to the Feast of the Winter Star, though. It should be going until 2 p.m., I think. So I should have a little bit of time to get a few more casts in before I become that guy that missed the event because I was fishing. Which totally has never happened here. It happens all the time. We've missed so many events because we were fishing. I missed the luau because I was fishing. That's a pretty poor choice for the theme. So, I'm just going to take that. We didn't get the scorpion carp today. That's fine. It's here year-round. We'll get back. You're out for Willie's job. So, I'm not really a professional fisherman here. I'm trying to be a professional fish farmer. Willie is perfectly fine to fish the ocean for profit. I want to just be a fish farmer. There we go. We did indeed make it. Okay. And we're just going to give Penny a peach. And then we're going to chat everybody up. And head back to the house. Oh, it was Pam. What did Pam get us? To be fair, I guess you're not treading on his toes. You take a couple fish and then multiply them on the farm. Yes, exactly. We can both coexist here. And honestly, for this challenge, it was pretty much Willie or nothing. Since Willie is not, since Willie is not a romanceable candidate, that is really why we are a bachelor here. I'm not going to mod it just for this. So that's actually the reason we're a bachelor. So I'm your secret gift giver this year. Well, open it. So demanding. Yes, Willie is a sweet guy. Oh, she gave us a wine. Not bad. I hope she doesn't mind that I'm going to sell it. Nothing fancy, but it's the best I could afford. Well, thank you, Pam. That is actually quite thoughtful. Yes, Willie is a sweetheart. Absolutely. I love his cutscenes. All of Willie's cutscenes make me happy. Chill, what are you hoping to find under the spirit tree? Really, though, a pair of stylish boots, honestly. That would be a great gift. Hey, Harvey. Thankful there were no medical emergencies this year. Harvey, you've brought me back to life 18 times at least. Gus was just telling me about his artisan candy canes. Gus is another good one. He's just an all-around good guy. Never a mean word. He's constantly working. Even when he goes to Ginger Island, he goes there and mans the bar. He never takes a break. So, I'm just going to use the festival to chat everybody up for the points. It's really just to reduce the decay at this point. The Legend of the Winter Star? Okay, why not? Why not? In the night sky of winter, there is a bright star only visible from this valley. No one knows why this is, but in times of old, people would come from far and wide to see it. They believed that anyone who laid eyes on the winter star would be blessed with good fortune. Some even claim that the mysterious fruit known as Stardrop is connected to the winter star in some way. Okay. Oh yes, they can decay. They can decay. So the feast is a nice spot to just kind of prevent that from going too far. Because even the people you don't talk to frequently, you get a chance to see. I don't think I want anything from him here. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Alright. fantastic. I believe the decay is a very slow rate, but it does slowly trickle away if you don't interact with them for too long. Alright, so let's get this stuff put away, and then we fish till we pass out. I might as well keep the prismatic shards in the Skull Cavern chest. Definitely need to keep on top of that in my save then. So, I mean, the biggest thing you can do if you are concerned with the social stuff is to not forget people's birthdays. I'm not that personally concerned with the social stuff here in this save file, but every gift on a birthday is 8 times the amount of points that that gift would normally be. And so if you give them a favorite gift on their birthday, it's tremendous. So if you are concerned about decay, that's really more what to concentrate on, because that will undo years of decay just giving them one favorite gift on their birthday. Keep a birthday chest with everyone's loved and gifts in it and try to remember as best I can. Yes. You might want to go watch Bubsy. Some of these days we raid out to Bubsy. She is very chill. She's very cozy. She's very calm. And she's still pretty new to Stardew. She's almost got her first farm to perfection, though. And she's just organized like I've never seen before. Definitely not like the way I play the game, but she's just super duper organized. And what she did, get this, what she did was she put a chest so like Jody and Kent and Sam and Vincent and Emily and Haley, they all live in that one spot. So she put a chest there with all of their favorite gifts. And she put a chest between Leah's and Marnie's with all of their favorite gifts. She put a chest by George and Evelyn's with all of the saloon and their favorite gifts. She put a chest inside Pierre's with all of their favorite gifts, so that she could just, every once in a while, she'd just deliver more gifts to the chest, and then when she was ready, she would just stop in and pull it out of the chest and give it to the people that were right there. Just an amazing level of organization. I could not even handle it if I tried. Nessie, welcome back. Good to see you. How's it growing? It was nice to get into Simon's stream early this time. So thank you for that recommendation. He's so pleasant. Last time we got in right when he was starting to go away. Yes, he is a sweetie. Absolute sweetheart. So incredibly pleasant. Hey, Ginger. Yes, I had my walk outside in the sun. I had my leftovers for lunch. Hey, Ginger. Yes, he did. He did remember. It was only a few days ago, sometime last week, that we raided in, and it was like less than 1 minute. He had already, I think, hit the raid button. Whoops. Yes, of course it was a great lunch. It was leftovers and sunshine. It's a beautiful day outside today. I went and checked out the orchard just to see how things were going. I've got to get out there and prune the trees. We're going to have some wild whipsaw weather back and forth here over the next couple weeks. It was room temperature outside yesterday. It's room temperature outside today and sunny. And it's going to be freezing tomorrow. with possible snow and ice for the next 2 days. And then it's going to be back up to room temperature and then back to freezing the next week. So I've got to find some time to do some pruning and some forestry here. Yes, it's going back and forth. Today's a t-shirt day. Tomorrow's going to be a down jacket day. But the orchard looked good. The orchard looked good. We didn't get too much rodent damage or deer damage this winter, it seems. Although the deer did completely blow through my fence. So I've got to fix that before spring comes. That's a pretty normal occurrence. You think you've fixed it like a permanent fix? That won't keep happening every stream now. That would be great. Was it the Bluetooth headphones? Is that what it was? Excuse me. Permanent fix, nice. Pass outs. Down by 1. Very good, very good. I mean, it wouldn't be a stream without some technical issues, right? But it's nice to have one at least under your belt that you don't have to do anymore. Professor in bed listening but heard you'd arrived, so I had to say hi on my phone. Aw, that's sweet. That is sweet. Linus picked us up last night. We've got Gus wants to make fish stew, but he needs an albacore. I know they're almost out of season. Sorry about the short notice. Could you catch one for me? Absolutely. We might even have one already. But let's catch him one. Yeah. Yeah, there's one. We can still catch him. Oh, I have one right here. I have a bunch right here. Let's make it the iridium one. I think the Bluetooth and me may be forgetting one setting, so I've written my settings down so I can check them all beforehand. A checklist. A checklist. Organization. It works. I have a good 10-minute routine that I do to try to make sure everything's working, and then I spend about 2 minutes staring at the OBS while I check the microphone and stuff. You've got this, Ness. You absolutely do. You've got this. Alright, the rest of that can go in the bin, but not the albacore. Yes. If we all work together, we can figure it out. Short-term memory was failing you? Yes, that is why I write things down. That is why I have the to-do list right next to me to write things down as soon as I hear something that needs done. Because I absolutely will forget. Love you, Pickles. Love you, Pickles. Good morning. Alan has been petted. Mulady and Mooshake have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Yes, Fred. Yes. All right. Chickadee has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Nugget has been petted. And Sir Exilot has been petted. Now you can concentrate on important things. Exactly. Exactly. Just get one small thing done. Every time you stream, if you can just change one small thing that improves your quality of life, then that goes a long way. checked some of my chickens' names. I have a nugget. Ours is the dinosaur. The dinosaur is the nugget. I wouldn't let anyone name the animals meat names, but Dino Nugget is too good to pass up. Also, duck, and another goose. How did you get both? Can you name them the same thing? You named them exactly duck and duck? Or did you have to change a character? Like, could we have all of the pigs named Alan? And then one named Steve? Oh, duck is one chicken. Okay. I'm curious now though. Right. I'm curious now if we can name animals the same name. I've never tried. I've never even thought of trying. See, we're starting to come back with a good bit of roe every single day, so it's probably time for us to make more preserve jars now. So let's have a look at that. It's just wood, stone, and coal. There we go. And we wanted to go buy a bunch of coal from Clint anyway. Clucky Balboa. Jeez. You're just on it. Just absolutely on it. Alright, and what we'll do is I'm just going to put these down, and we're not going to put row in them just yet. We'll wait for the other ones to be finished, and then we'll do the whole thing on one schedule. I like batching. So that I'm just doing that on one day instead of having to do it every day. Cowabunga was one of the cows. Nice. Alright, so... oh, we do have a dwarf gadget. We have dwarf gadget. We have a battery pack. What else might we need? Refined quartz. We have that. Excuse me. Alright, so we have our farm computer. Okay, now for real a bachelor pad. It's a bed, a TV, a computer, and a bunch of kegs brewing wine. So we can go, let's go clean up the quarry, and then we will head down to Gus's when he's open for that albacore. And just get that out of the way immediately. Oh, jeez. I'm slacking. I missed that Donald Trump. I missed that ad break a few minutes ago. Sorry about that. If anyone had to endure the ad break with no warning, I apologize. That's on me. I try to warn everyone that they're coming, but I did miss that one. Ramsey the goat. See, I just let you guys name all of it. I only named one thing. I don't have that many creative juices flowing up in the brain. Cluck Rogers. Too many good ideas. Just gotta ban the spam here. I don't know how they get around it. Why did it not delete the message? Oh well, they're banned. Either way, the message is still there. I don't think you guys can see it. I think I hid it from you. But they're banned either way, so it doesn't really matter. Good. Good, good, good. That's about as many of cool farm animal names as you can muster. Well, that was quite a list. That was quite a list. I named the dinosaur Sharptooth. That is my entire contribution. No, it was not a pervert. It was just a bot. It was just a bot. I love that that's now the rotten peach is a lewd gesture now. Now that everyone knows. Hey Fred. Hey Fred. Hey Fred. Oh, Fred. The sleep tweets are so cute. You know what? I will go ahead and we'll get that lava katana. And then we'll go down to Gus's. And then at least that is one thing out of the way. It's less damage, yes. I don't think I have anything. Oh, I do. A burglar's ring. How about that? We're going to want that for a while we're doing our combat farming. Bats. Duggies, dust sprites, rock crabs. That's really what I want. I have not been seeing a lot of the rock crabs. Lava katana. It is less damage, but it has that defense on it, and I am a person that likes to stand in bomb blasts. So having 3 less damage from each and every bomb blast, it is nice. It is nice. It works for me. Saves me a lot of food in the Skull Cavern for sure. Alright, might as well just go to town and walk over to Gus's from here. Yes, the lava katana saves me a lot of food. I stand in a lot of bomb blasts. I get hit by a lot of monsters. Having each and every one of them be 3 less damage makes a big difference. There's only 3 days left, but if we do end up doing a Skull Cavern run in the next 3 days, we will get that. There's our 4 preserve jars for free. Can't complain about that, and we're getting very close to that friendship book. And that usually comes at a time when we are about ready to start making friends. So it's always a good time for that friendship book, because then our nice fresh peaches that we gently hand to people will be well received. Well, folks, once again we're gathered for a very special occasion. A rare visit from a very dear friend. My world-famous giant omelet. Zesty bell pepper, juicy tomato, rich mushroom, and tangy cheese, all enrobed in a blanket of rich, fluffy egg. Dig in, folks. Mmm. All of them taking turns taking a bite was funny. So, Willie, what do you think? The mushrooms are a tad chewier than last year. Well, they weren't my mushrooms. Is that a good thing? Aye, lad. Okay, chewy mushrooms it is. It's great, Gus, and it tastes even better because it's on the house. Did he say it was on the house? These eggs are so rich and yellow. Marnie, are these from your place? Nope, you can thank Chill over at ImPondsible Farm. Hearts, nice. Does that mean I just gained friendship with all of these fine folks? ImPondsible eggs. Marnie, I wouldn't mind Marnie being a romance candidate also. Lewis does not deserve that woman. What's that? Something smells like albacore. You just got the straw hat, so you beat Abigail. How about that? I've got to be honest, I've never actually tried, but very good job. Very good job. I mean, I guess I tried the very first time I played the game, and then I just gave up. I said, I'm not built for this. You brought it. Thanks a million. But definitely good job, Ness. Playing on one of my alternate characters, good for you. You gotta do it for yourself. 1,000 pieces of stone. All the eggies. Alright, let's go put our 4 more preserve jars back in that shed. We can put our galaxy sword away. We're not going to be using that again for a very long time, if ever. Professor says I play the egg hunt to win. Serious business. Alright, we can only fit 1 more preserve jar in this shed. I'm just going to go ahead and get that 1 more preserve jar and put it in here. And when we do have a chance, we'll go ahead and get Robin to increase the size of the shed. She looks cute with the hat on too. Yeah, I know a lot of people do. A lot of people do like that hat. I just don't really care. I'm ambivalent about it. I mean, would you look at these goggles? I mean, just look at those goggles. All right. We'll put the sword here in the Skull Cavern chest. It's a good place for it. And we will put away everything else. And one of these next 2 days, I do want to at least get over to Clint's and buy a bunch of coal. That is definitely one thing I would like to do. We're going to need a lot of coal, and we only have 2 days left to buy it at the cheaper price. Alright, so let's go farm some iron. And then fish till we pass out, of course. See ya, Pam. Hey, Pam was in Pam was in Gus's earlier. Nope, not town. Not that one. Pam was in Gus's earlier, and then she's just magically back at the bus. Alright, so we're just going to rinse and repeat here. We're going to keep farming iron. We're going to keep making bombs. We're going to keep preparing for future Skull Cavern runs to keep our stone stockpile high. And I'm going to, at some point, begin to remember Pam teleportation theory. At some point, I will begin to remember to make iridium bars and sell them. We have so much iridium. We have at least a stack and a half of iridium. Pam is super skilled. I mean, there's that point where you drink enough and you don't remember where you are or where you've been. Maybe she's been everywhere. Maybe the everything is Pam mod is canon. She drank so much she transcended reality. Hey, Fred. She's too fast for our eyes. Watching the Bobby Lee video with Eric Barone on Saturday, such a fun interview. Bobby Lee just fanboying at him, yeah. I mean, can you imagine? I would too, absolutely, right? The guy is super skilled in so many different ways. Created this masterpiece, which was a masterpiece of a game, but also a masterpiece of a soundtrack. There's an orchestra that tours the world playing his music. I think it would be hard for any of us to not just fanboy, fangirl in his presence. Oh, a special slime. I have to kill it. Of course, it was not an upgrade or anything that we were going to use, but I still have to see. I have to see what it's going to drop. I have to know. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. I'm gonna get these big rocks. We want that stone. For sure, he was show and telling one of his mains and showing him his farm, and Eric was like, wow, you've maxed it 110%. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby Lee's pretty serious about this stuff. He's not messing around. I've seen some of his YouTube videos. He's not messing around. Some of his farms, and that's why I was saying about Bubsy. Bubsy's so organized. She's made such a beautiful farm. Like, my farms are not, there's zero priority given to aesthetics. So they're never really beautiful. They're super functional. But that is it. They're functional. But seeing some of these farms where people have spent so much time beyond perfection, still playing, you know, they reached perfection years ago and they're still playing that farm because they just love it. That's wonderful. That's when you know, that's when you know that someone has made a fantastic game. Love hearing him gush over the game so much. You can see how much joy it brings him. Yeah. Whenever you've 100%ed it, you've got your perfection, you've completed all the achievements, and are still playing the game afterwards. That's amazing. All right. Do we fish until we pass out here? Let's think about this. I don't think it really matters. I think we go back to the house. I don't think it really matters. If we look at the fish chart, the octopus and the dorado are both summer fish. Scorpion carp is year-round at the desert. These two are in the mutant bug layer and the witch's swamp, which I don't have access to yet. And these three are from Ginger Island, so we just need to get this one from the desert. We need to wait for summer for these, and we need to get the wizard. We need to befriend the wizard to get these, and then finish Ginger Island, or finish the community center to get to Ginger Island to do these. So we've really got it narrowed down pretty well. The only thing I can currently do is the one at the desert, which I just don't seem to get there very often. So maybe on Sunday, if we have some jade to trade for staircases, on Sunday we should do that fishing. We should do that fishing. What do you need for the community center? We're on track for everything. It's just the bulletin board stuff, the red cabbage. I don't check the year 1 completion. I'm not even worried about that. I'm not trying to speed run anything. So the red cabbage is summer of year 2. The truffle, we have the pig. It's full grown. We'll get the truffle in springtime. And we'll figure out the fried egg and the maki roll recipes. That's not a big deal at all. And then the hay's not a big deal. And the apple. We do have an apple tree that is growing in the greenhouse. We just need to wait for it to get mature. So everything is in the works. We're solid. We're going to complete it about as early as we can. It's just a matter of getting there. Just a matter of getting there and doing it. Middle of summer, it will be complete. And then we'll head over to Ginger Island. Legend Mutant Carp. Alright, not a lot. Crimson Fish, Lava Eel, Super Cucumber. Nessie is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Nessie. We love you. Okay, so there's not a ton of... Alright, Ginger's getting some zoomies out. We'll do the eel and the rainbow trout, wood skip, and then the tiger trout will finish us out. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. All right. So now that we have, I might not have brought enough roe again. Now that we have pretty much the whole shed filled. Hey, Ginger. Oh no, the tiger trout roe should do it for us. We've got 49 of that. That'll be enough. I do want to keep Robin on fish ponds for a while before we move on to anything else. I want to keep her on fish ponds and really expand this. That's because we have all the preserved... Excuse me. Hey. 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 Calm. 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 Love you. Love you, Ginger. If tiger trout can't reproduce, how do they produce roe? Well, there's a lot of things that can produce infertile eggs. So I would imagine that's all it is they're just producing infertile eggs. I did have to put all 10 of the fish in the pond. They will not reproduce. Hey. Hey. Calm. Calm. I did have to put all 10 fish in the pond myself. So that's my guess, is they're infertile eggs. I don't know. I don't know. Welcome back, Ness. Hope you got a good hug from the mister. That's better, Ginger. That's better. Never mind. Yes, very beautiful, Ginger. Very beautiful. Yes, very beautiful, Ginger. He's having a moment with the dishwasher, so I've come back. Okay. Yes. He needs his privacy. We all have days like that end in Y. Ginger is also having a moment. All right, there's our pass out. See you soon, Professor. Thanks for chilling with me. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for keeping me company. I appreciate you. Have a great dinner. Enjoy. All right, the pass out counter has been adjusted, and Robin has finished another fish pond. So we'll be right back up there to get her onto the next one. Okay, we've got our melons are ready, and we've got something, probably just coffee, ready in the greenhouse. See, that computer's already coming in handy. All right, let's put our trash and such away here. Sell these couple fish we got. Drink our morning coffee. And do our morning chores. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. Let's give you some water. I love that that's the only thing I need the watering can for anymore, and yet I still carry it around with me everywhere. Tumnus has been petted. Mooshake and Moolity has been petted. Alan has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Sir Exolot has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Quackers has been petted. And Ribbits has been petted. All right. Let's go. Hey, Ginger. Yes, you're so good. You're so good at that. You're so good at that. Yes, it was indeed the coffee that was ready in the greenhouse. And we will grab our peach. See, the apple tree is there. It is growing. So we should have that in the spring sometime. Alright, so she finished that one. So we'll look at what fish we want to put in. We do have a quest. The sturgeon wants a diamond. That's not hard. We have plenty of diamonds. We have a couple crystallariums. Our coffee has run out. Our little morning speed boost is gone. We've got a couple odds and ends. And we can sell the mayonnaise today. Why not? Linus picked us up last night. And we just needed one diamond as far as I can remember. And it's probably time now to go buy all that coal from Clint. Hey, look, it's a diamond. Just what we needed. All right. Lots of... Okay, and we need to check to see which fish we want to put in there. Salmon, tuna, walleye, red mullet, flounder. How about the lingcod? How about the lingcod? Let's do that. Let's do the lingcod. I have no idea what it's going to produce. Oh, I needed a sign for that as well. Let's get our materials, get up to Robin's, get over to Clint's, and see where that leaves us. And one of those signs. There we go. Say 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. All right. I mean, the progress is being made. The progress is being made. We just have to keep at it. We just have to keep at it for a couple more years. And like I've said previously, if we were going to attempt perfection, this would be the farm to do it on, because we're going to be playing into at least late year 4, if not year 5. And we are going to be getting a little bit of everything regardless. So at some point we might want to just say, hey, excuse me, we've already got all the materials we need. We might as well just do some side quests. We'll see though. We'll see. Alright, we're making some headway. You gonna do perfection as well? Honestly, I mean, I might, just by the nature of this challenge. We're doing 100, I have to catch every fish. That's already going to happen no matter what. Every fish pond produces some random item every day. It's mostly roe, but they each have their own separate items. So we're going to get a bunch of random items. And we're going to be just waiting for Robin to build stuff for a long time. So, you know, if we were going to do it, I feel like this would be the farm to do it on. If we were going to do an on-stream perfection farm, I think this would be the one to do it. All of my challenge ideas are very specific, you know? They're very specific ideas, very narrow challenges. And even though this is also a very narrow challenge, it's really the only one that's going to provide for the time and breadth of produce that going for perfection requires. So I'm considering it. I am. But obviously the first and foremost is just beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. First and foremost is finishing the fish pond challenge. But if at that point it looks like we're not that far off from perfection, I mean, we might as well do it, right? I almost got a full stack of coal there. It was close. It was close. We got 981 coal, and we're broke. I'm happy with that. So we should have enough coal for a little while. Should be enough coal to last us a couple months, really. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. If it aligns, right, if it aligns. We're going to get to, like, late year 3, early year 4. We're already going to have all the materials we need to finish everything. We're not going to have many tasks left, you know? But we're still going to be waiting on Robin to build things. So I'm starting to feel like we might as well. Because it takes Robin 3 days at a minimum, as long as there's no festivals or Tuesdays in the way. And we had other buildings. We want to upgrade our house. There's other things for her to build. That's why I say this is probably going to take into year 5. Because if all she did from day 1 was build fish ponds, which of course wasn't possible, then we would be done at the beginning of year 4. But, you know, at the end of year 3, the beginning of year 4. But all she did wasn't just build fish ponds. She built other things. She wasn't always building for the first month or 2. So I'm thinking this probably does take us into year 5, and for the second half of it, we're really just waiting on Robin most of the time. Krobus. Nice name. Nice name, Krobus. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Nice to see you in here. We're just chilling here. We're doing some iron farming for bomb making supplies for Skull Cavern runs. We're going to need 20,000 stone just for the fish ponds in this challenge. So we're doing lots of Skull Caverns. So we're doing lots of iron farming up until the point where we can afford to buy the bombs ourselves without having to farm the materials to make them. So that's all we're doing at the moment. We're just doing some iron ore farming, and then we will fish until we pass out, as the counter at the top of the screen shows you. We still have a few days left of fishing until we pass out. So currently Robin is building our, I think, 23rd. Yes, Robin is currently building our 23rd fish pond. So we're making headway. We're making good progress. This is winter of year 1. We are just 2 days away from entering spring of year 2. And we're doing well. We're doing about as well as I could hope with someone like me doing the playing. I'm not a professional, not a speedrunner. So we're doing our best around here, and in the meantime, we're just chilling and hanging out. And we've got the birds in the background here. I hope you can hear that. That's Ginger. She's singing a lullaby to Fred right now. Fred's taking a nap, as is usually the case. And we're just grinding away. This is going to be a very grindy challenge. This is going to take a long time. So how's it growing, Krobus? You've found your way up out of the sewer and into my chat somehow, right? I'm making leaps here that this name is from this game. Because we have a Krobus that lives in the sewers in this game. Alright, I am going to go collect this combat XP. That is the one thing that is going to lag behind a little bit. Also, our foraging is not quite at level 10, but we should get both of them there very soon. We're not that far behind. They're both at level 9. So we will unlock our masteries relatively soon. If I'm not seeing any iron, I'm going right back up to the top. I'm just starting from scratch right there. And I'll keep this up until about 10 or 11 p.m. and then we'll go clear out our bags and fish until we pass out. Nope, there's nothing here. There's nothing on this level. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. It's a beautiful day here today. I'll probably just go out and spend the rest of the day outside, walking around in the woods. Expect to see some more pictures in the Discord today, because I'm probably just going to take a pleasure walk for the rest of the afternoon after this. It's going to be back to snow and ice tomorrow. At least that's what the forecast says. So I'm going to take advantage of it while I can. I'll have to put my my wellies on, as you guys call it, my muck boots, because everything is incredibly muddy right now. We did have a lot of frozen ground. It rained all week long, and now it's warm and sunny. And so the water is flowing everywhere it can. The mud is very deep. Alright, we got a decent amount of stone just doing this, to be fair. If we're targeting stone, this is not a bad way to do it, I guess. 600 stone from a not full day of farming the mines is something I cannot complain about that. As long as we target the large stones when we see them, it does add up. Alright, let's get to all these dust sprites. And you know I have to kill this special slime. I have to know what it's going to drop. Those are horrible. And yet I knew it was going to drop something horrible, right? But I still have to see. Alright, time to head back to the farm. Time to head back to the farm. We'll get our bags organized and then we'll fish till we pass out. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Ginger's being cute. Alright, what did we get? We got 123 iron. That's not great, but 600 stone from that is not bad at all. I cannot be upset with that. Alright, we've got some forage here. And then it looks like the rest... Oh, I still have that as well. Okay, we are ready at any point in time. I really do need to be making this iridium. I've been neglecting to make the iridium. I really need to be making the iridium. And we'll need to make some more furnaces as well. When we get that mining mastery, those heavy furnaces, we'll need to make some furnaces. We've got plenty of copper, so we can make a bunch of furnaces. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Alright, so let's fish until we pass out. I'm just going to sip my tea. Excuse me, just going to sip my tea while we do this. Whoops. That was a bit rough off the get-go. Ah, a squid. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, Ginger. Whoops. Sorry, I was looking at the bird. She's so cute. She's just singing lullabies to Fred. And Fred is sleeping through the whole thing, which I'm sure is the point. It's only just now occurred to me how much longer this challenge is going to take because of the fish till we pass out. As far as just hours of gameplay is concerned. That is this, believe it or not, my 2 brain cells have just figured out that that's going to take a lot of extra time. I find that funny anyway. Oh no, I've exhausted myself, haven't I? Yes, I have. Was going to point that out earlier. Yes, believe it or not, I have only just discovered this phenomenon. That this is going to take much longer because of that extra 2 hours a day or so that I'm standing out here fishing, which is a very slow process because it pauses while you reel fish in. It's still fun. I mean, I don't mind it. But it has taken me until almost year 2 to realize that this is going to create a lot more game time played. I never really thought of it that way yet. So that's funny in itself that it took me this long. Right. We made almost nothing, but the mayonnaise was a little bit. We made a little bit of money off the mayonnaise. Queen of Sauce recipe, cranberry candy. What have we got going on? That's right, the melons. We do want to go harvest the melons. Excuse me. Neutral luck day. And so we'll just keep, I'm going to make a bunch of bombs. Yes, thank you, Nessie. I was actually kind of doing that myself already. I do need to get like a cushion for this chair if I can't get a new chair altogether. I need to get a cushion for this chair if I'm going to be sitting in it 6 hours a day. Alright, we've got fishing chest stuff. And then the others go in the bin. Alright, there we go. Linus picked us up last night. There we go. Coffee for the morning. Coffee for the morning. Need some additional comfort for sure. Yes, this chair is not built for it. I need to get a support cushion or something. A posture support cushion. Need to eat immediately because I did exhaust myself yesterday. Tumnus has been petted, Mooshake and Moolity have been petted, and Alan has been petted. Yeah, we'll just put that there. I'll drink a couple duck mayonnaise. Just to get that last bit of energy back up. One was good enough. One was good enough. Nice. And our bait, our worm farms are doing exactly their job. We are keeping up with our bait needs. Makes me laugh every time. Keep thinking chill is glitching. Excuse me, Reptar, I'm trying to do something here. Chickadee has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Sir Exilot has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Lizard has been petted. And Quackers has been petted. Yes, and I think for me the funniest part is that we have 2 pets that are named repetitious names. So I do that twice every single day. You know what I should do? I should start leaving the coffee in this chest. I should start leaving the coffee in this chest, and I should put this chest up here. So for future reference, that's what I'm doing. I'll still forget, but it's at least an attempt at some type of organization. Everybody seems happy. Can we throw Robin a peach? No, we cannot. Toss, not throw. not throw. No. Okay. And let's keep the iridium going. And I'm actually just going to need to head out. My dinner is ready. Well, thank you for chilling with me, Ness. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I do appreciate you. And have a great dinner and have a great evening. And I will see you later. Let's keep the iridium going over here. Oh, there is going to be an ad break coming up anyway. Whoops, let me get this up here. If you are not currently subscribed, please turn the volume down. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your stream. Chill. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for keeping me company too. Love you, Ness. See you later. I literally just waved without even thinking. There is an ad break coming up. If you're not subscribed, please turn the volume down. I know I can be a bit quiet, and I would really hate for the ads to blow out your eardrums because they can come in a bit hot. So you're not going to miss anything. I'm going to take a break during the ads as well to just get up and make some more tea, stretch my legs a bit. So the ads are coming in 10 seconds. Turn down your volume. Thank you for your patience. And I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, we should be back from the ads, so let's get back into it. I was just going to go put some more iridium in the furnaces. Robin is already working. We've already gone broke purchasing coal. Shadow, I'm sure we'll see you very soon. Have a great stream. So now, I guess we're just doing iron farming today. Robin's resource rush, that's fine. This is the final day. We're not going to finish that, and that's okay. But we'll just do our iron farming. We have barely enough bombs to do a skull cavern run. This is about the minimum, 150. I would really like to have, usually I would really like to have 200. But you know what? I think I might sacrifice the iron farming today to try for a scorpion carp. I would like to go to the desert anyway, because it is Sunday and we do have some jade. And we have some diamonds and some rubies. So I would like to go to the desert anyway and swap that stuff out. Here comes Pam. So we might as well just fish for the scorpion carp. That would be nice to get that one checked off. And I would imagine that would be a good one to have in a fish pond for maybe our next fish pond. Alright, let's head out. I do need to cross off Lingcod. That was the next one I put in there. Let's see. Lingcod crossed off the list. There we go. Alright, so let's swap out our stuff. And then we'll just fish for a scorpion carp and hope we have the luck of the gods, right? Okay, staircases. There we go. Alright, let's get to fishing. It's just, as far as I know, it's just a random small chance to hook a scorpion carp. There's nothing special going on here. They are quite hard to catch. I do know that much. This might be one right now, actually. I think it is. This has happened to me so many times, where I just walk up to the water and the first cast is exactly the thing that I'm looking for. It's just been such great luck. We caught the legend on the first cast. We caught the lava eel on the first cast. I just have to stop talking and actually catch this fish. Oh my goodness. This thing is not going easy on me. Okay, I lost it. I lost it. That was the one. And now we're going to have to stay here for a long time. They are very hard to catch, and I don't have a bobber on. Because generally, for most fish, I don't need one. It probably would have been helpful to have a bobber on, either a trap bobber or a cork bobber. I was very close to catching it, but it did get a bit squirrely. So we're just going to keep trying. I'm going to get this panning spot. Oh, here's another one. Oh, I think we're going to get lucky with this one. Yes. No, it was just a sandfish. Oh. I really thought that was going to be the scorpion carp. This is kind of my favorite place to stand over here, so I'm just going to keep standing here and trying to hit this center spot. There should be, theoretically, okay, here it is. theoretically there should be a square, one tile in the middle of the pond that has the least ability to have trash, because it's technically furthest from every shore. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's all I needed. I don't want to continue doing that. I just wanted the one for the fishing completion and for our fish ponds. That one can go into the next fish pond that Robin is currently working on, and that will push us much, much closer. As you can see, we now have just the mutant bug layer in the witch's swamp, summertime next year in the river, summertime next year in the ocean, and Ginger Island, and that's it. So this is not bad for year one, right? Considering we're still in year one, I am not upset at this at all. I think we've done very well. I think we're on a good path to be able to finish this during year two. To finish the whole fishing completion during year two is nothing to sneeze at, right? I'm not upset if that's how that goes. Alright, the scorpion carp is there, and I would like to think that that is our next fish pond fish, is that one right there. I should have a sandfish here already. No? Okay, so I'll just leave that one there then. I don't want too many duplicates, that's why I put the signs up, so that I can double check myself that I've not put duplicates down. But I am fairly certain I have not put the sandfish in anything yet. No, I have not. So we did need to keep that one. That's good to have that confirmed. So now we can go do some iron farming for bomb making supplies. We're not going to finish that. That's fine. We've already exhausted our financial reserves buying coal from Clint, since winter is almost over and the price goes up tomorrow. The price goes up tomorrow. Next year, both statements are true, because tomorrow is next year. So we're just chilling. We're just going to chill. And we're going to farm iron ore, and we're going to make more bombs, and we are going to wait for an Iridium Luck day so that we can go do a decent Skull Caverns run and come back with lots of materials. Mostly the stone, which is just a weird thing to say every single time I say it. It's just such a weird thing to say, that we're going to Skull Caverns mostly for stone. We come back usually on a decent Skull Caverns run with about 1 stack of stone. If it's a super good Skull Caverns run, it might be a stack and a half. Maybe even 2. Robin's currently working on the 23rd pond, so we still have most of the ponds left to build. So what's that? 23, so 78 left to build. At 200 each, that's still 15,000 stone basically. I mean, that's a lot. We still need to farm a lot of stone. There will come a point where we have farmed most of the stone, or all of the stone that we need, and the rest will just come from volcano dungeon runs, which I don't enjoy doing. I have not really found a way for me to enjoy doing the volcano dungeon. But this run is going to take a while. I am hoping that at some point we will find a lucky ring, since we're going to be in this save file for so long. I'm hoping that the RNG gods will smile upon us at some point and we will end up with a lucky ring that we can then merge with an iridium band or something. Speaking of which, I should make an iridium band. That is definitely on the list of things I need to do. I got the recipe, I don't know, it was just a couple days ago, but I haven't made it yet. I've been selling those iridium bars that I've been making, and I really should make something with them. I mean, we have over a stack of iridium, well over a stack of iridium, and not much to do with it right now. Really not much to do with it ever. We're just not going to use a ton of iridium in this file. So we're going to be selling a lot of it. I would say most of it. We've already upgraded our axe and pickaxe. That's our two most important tools. We're not doing a lot of farming, so I haven't really bothered with the hoe and the watering can. Oh, speaking of farming though, I do need to go back and harvest those powder melons. So we'll do that. We got a little bit of iron ore. We can make a couple more bombs. And then I'm comfortable doing a skull cavern run on the next iridium luck day. Oh, whoops, wrong bin, wrong bin. Okay, so now, I mean, it's still not a great run, but it would be possible, right? 170 is fine. And I am stockpiling the magic rock candy. I don't want to use that just yet. I'm going to want to stockpile that until we have the mastery statues, so that we can do a really nice run with magic rock candy active for the entire thing. I want to continue making iridium. There we go. And I'll check out the iridium band recipe, and we'll try to remember to make that right now. Where'd it go? There it is. 5 iridium bars, solar essence, void essence. I may or may not have 50 of each. I do not. So we cannot make that just yet. But I will save the iridium bars to make it. That's the iridium band is just a good all-around one to have that has no downsides. It combines a lot of the stuff that you really want. A little bit of light, a lot of magnetism, a decent amount of extra damage. And whenever we get to Ginger Island and get through the volcano dungeon, it's a really good candidate for merging with other rings because of how well rounded it is. So if we do happen upon a lucky ring, then we will be merging it with that. Oh, still not even one more fruit. That's been there for a few days now. Alright, so we can just put all these away. And I guess we can go do a little more. I was expecting that to take a little bit longer. Oh, we used all of our wood. Okay. So we're going to need to do some wood farming. We might as well chop down some trees on the farm then. They're going to need chopped down eventually anyway. We might as well do it now. To make room for our... Excuse me, pickles. Excuse me. To make room for our fish ponds. We were going to need to do it I wonder how much moss we currently have. I guess it doesn't really matter, given that we're going to be into summer of year 2 soon enough anyway. There will be a green rain event if we don't have enough moss for the Statue of Blessings. We'll get it soon enough. Those statues are incredibly important. Obviously, we're going to have plenty of iridium bars for the statue of the Dwarf King. That's not a problem. Really, I think the moss for the Statue of Blessings is the bottleneck on that. So I'll just clear this up. There's still going to be a lot more trees to the south. And I'm not necessarily going to clear absolutely everything. I'm going to leave those saplings. I don't know that they can grow during the winter time. I don't think they can unless you fertilize them. But I'll let them wait until we absolutely need to cut them down. And we'll fish off the pier down here tonight. We have done it once. I think that was it. I think we did it once. We've always been fishing up by the house just because that's where we can put all our stuff away and reach the sail bin, the shipping container. One thing I would like to make sure of and experiment with while we're here. Yes, we can indeed. These bushes can be chopped. Okay, good. That's good news. I'm going to want to chop those bushes because we're going to need the room for the fish ponds. If I don't chop those landscape bushes, we're not going to have enough room for all the fish ponds. So it's good to see that they can be chopped. If they wouldn't, I'm not sure I could fit all the ponds in. So that's a nice little confirmation that we are going to have the room theoretically. I used the Stardew Valley Farm Planner website and was absolutely certain that the beach farm can hold way more than we need. So having 2 sheds, a barn, and a coop should not get in the way of us getting 101 fish ponds on this farm. As long as we can destroy those bushes. That's the caveat. As long as we can destroy those bushes, we can fit all the ponds. So we're just going to fish until we pass out here. I'm going to have a sip of my water. I've traded my tea for water for this afternoon here. I've already had 4 cups of tea. I think I'll be alright for an hour or 2. I'll just have a glass of water for now. Oh, did I do it again? No. Okay, good. I am very bad at this. I would really want to get some star drops so that I can stop exhausting myself. Since we fish until we pass out every night, we start every day with half energy. And I constantly exhaust myself while fishing until we pass out. So I need to remember to eat before I become exhausted. This has been a problem. This has been a problem. But we'll get it. We're later in the game now. We have access to very good food. And so it has not happened as frequently as it did earlier in the game. But it is still happening. It is still happening. I'm waking up in the morning with half energy, farming iron ore, coming back to fish until we pass out. Speaking of which, let me put that counter down. And then starting the whole process over again. Alright, there's our iridium bars starting to pay off. So we're not entirely broke. And I think that's going to be it for me today. So we'll just... Oh, Kent is back. It is year 2 now. We'll see this again at the beginning of the next stream. I'll read it then. We'll do our little farm tour here. There's debris and everything. We are up to... Oh, Robin finished our pond. So that makes it 16, 18, 22, 3. Let me adjust that counter. All right. We are up to 23 fish ponds. I mean, we're making very good progress. It's happening. We're doing the thing. Right? We're doing the thing. So, we're going to go ahead out. And I have a feeling I know exactly where we're going. We're going to raid out to Shadow. They are doing a co-op Stardew farm with a couple of their friends. Yes, that's where we're going. And it's a bit chaos. You can see Shadow is the last one to leave there. So I'm going to put these in chat. The first one is for followers. The second one is for subscribers. You can copy those and paste them on in once we get there. And we're going to head on over to Shadowcrest. So, thank you guys for chilling with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Love you folks, and have a great day.